Match number 3 of the Hero Futsal Club Championship 2022-23 brings us to Thursday morning. It's Dzawo 11 Football Club against Electric Veng, the two Highlanders fighting against each other. And in a way, their fortunes have been very different in pre-season, especially with the sort of roster that we are going to see today being put out on the pitch. This is Dzawo 11. Lots of new names for us to learn as well, but what we have heard from the team management, it seems like a 1-2-1, and Tondup on top, the number 10, Shering Doji will play in the goal, and Tanzin Namgyal as a midfielder, and Sewang Norbu is the keeper and the skipper. This is the Electric Veng side. Going to be interesting to see the coach Lalimpuya, how he deals with this team. More known faces in there. They've got Sangha, who's shown what he is made of during the Mizo Club Futsal Championship, and Lalta Kima going to be the man whom we are going to see in action today. And well, of course, the players have been putting out a video here and there. How about they want the Mizos in Delhi to come out and support the side, because the Mizos are used to that sort of a support wherever they play. People come out and watch them in numbers, especially after that remarkable title victory of Aizawl FC way back in 2016-17 season. Dzawo with a very competitive lineup. Electric Veng strengthened by some very formidable signings. We'll talk about that later. The coach, of course, Tenzin Kunga, he said that he is confident with this team, but it's going to be very difficult against the big guns. We spoke about the sort of potential that Northeast has in terms of the players they bring out through the system. They did play a friendly against a big side before coming into this tournament, beating them as well in the process. It just goes on to show that even with a very young contingent, they can compete. But on a more practical note, is it really possible to survive in the top two with a young lineup, given the teams have 3 or 4 really experienced players? Lalimpuya of Electric Veng made his name as a youth coach, and he's not your typical coach. He's got a lot of superstition, a lot of quirks that his players have fondly spoken about. And now it's time to take charge of one of the most highly supported teams in Mizoram after Aizawl FC. Well, the biggest thing is if we do see a change in philosophy midway from Electric Veng, whether they are tempted into bringing some experienced players and eventually keep their place in the top two. Electric Veng will be the team in maroon and black, and Dzawo FC from Ladakh, they are in navy blue. Well, the officials, the referee for today's game is Stanley Jones. He is going to be assisted by Ali Mohammed and Ravi Kumar Saroi, and the timekeeper is Devashish Mandi, and match commissioner Mohammad Pathan, referee assessor Piyush Biswas. The two skippers, Sevang Norbu of Dzawo FC, the goalkeeper, Lalta Kima, who will be captaining the Electric Veng side, plays in the heart of defense. Opting to go with a couple of midfielders this morning. Electric Veng in the likes of Lalta Kima and Sang Kima, the number 20. Ruat Sangha, the number 9, will be partnering the number 10 Sangha. Talking about Ladakh, it's a 1-2-1. Tanzin Wangdan in defense, with Shering Dorji and Stanzin Namgyal, who will be marshalling the midfield. And Tondup very much is the target man up top, the number 17. You keep an eye on him. A very enterprising player. We spoke about Ruat Sangha at one end, but for Dzawo FC, Shering Dorji, the youngster with so many records to his name in terms of goal scoring in the Ladakh, the local league. And we talk about Sevang Norbu in terms of captaining a side. He's going to be in the middle of it all. And he seems to be in high spirits as well this morning. But certainly, it's a tournament for him to mature into a different type of player. Because despite his age, he is the senior most guy out there. So the first Hero Futsal Club Championship match of this morning to kick off for these two teams. A cracker of a game waiting on the cards. This is for the very first time these two teams are up against each other in the Hero Futsal Club Championship. And we are ready for kickoff here at the KD Jadhav Indoor Hall in New Delhi, which is the home of the Hero Futsal Club Championship. The referee just synchronizing his watch. 9:30 is the kickoff time, and off we go for Electric Veng. This is a new sort of a challenge. They haven't made any proper signings and a lot of scouting effort to get the squad strong, to promote names from the system that has generated so many players. And dictators will call them a selling club. It's not a thing of the shame, because they do develop a lot of talent. And players, they move on. An early entry inside the Dzawo FC, a Tatri. This is a Sankima with the number 10 on his back and testing a Sevang Norbu early on. And that was a regulation take for the goalkeeper, not enough power behind that attempt. On the opening day, we saw Delhi FC and the Speed Force Football Club winning their respective games, and it's Dzawo FC who draws the first blood within the first few seconds of this game. And we have an early goal here. It's Shering Dorji, the man who draws the first blood, a fall from the side from Ladakh. A big moment for the youngster. Electric Veng comes with a lot of reputation, of course. They are the champions of the Mizo Futsal Club Championship. We're looking for a quick response, the team in maroon and black. Taken by surprise by that strike from Shering Dorji. Squaring it for the number 10, who makes no mistake in beating Kunal Silo, who is in goal for Electric Veng. This is Sankima, Laltakima. The skipper of this Electric Veng side. A patient build-up, looking to find the gaps. And Dzawo FC just trying to stop Electric Veng from getting into scoring positions, from finding that tiny little window to get the shot away and test the goalkeeper. Beautifully won back by Electric Veng. This is their number 9, Lalimpuya, wide of target. This is the coach. A misunderstanding between a couple of navy blue shirts. The chairman of the Tashi, Gelson, a representation from Dzawo FC, a football club Ladakh, seeking assistance from the Hill Council Leh to participate in the Hero Futsal Club Championship, getting the nod and terming futsal as one of the most dynamically growing indoor sports in the world. The CEC, Gelson, appreciated the team's efforts in participating in a national futsal championship. He handed over a financial assistance from the Hill Council for the team, and he further wished them the best for the tournament and in their future endeavors. This is a lofted pass. Can they double their lead? Kunal Silo takes no chance. And there he is. One more time, he's one-on-one with Kunal Silo. This time the goalkeeper coming out on top. The questions on Electric Veng's defense. They are certainly working on a tightrope. Just hanging by a thread. Their fortune. But still plenty of time left in this game to mount a comeback. They got to up their ante. A shot from a tight angle. Still a chance on the rebound. And it's gone in. Even a man on the line couldn't stop it from going in. It is Sangha with the equalizer for Electric Veng. Look at that. He was near to the post and quickly latching onto the second ball. Cushions it into the back of the net. And it is a 1-all between Dzawo FC and Electric Veng. With 3.5 odd minutes on the clock in the first session. Both the teams are striking. Electric Veng especially is showing that they've got the character, they've got the courage to bounce back. A lovely give and go. Rolls it across straight at Kunal Silo. Here's a Sangha. A Sangha onto Sankima. Nice little interchange. Just way behind the second penalty mark. A controlling possession, Electric Veng. A reverse ball into the box. He was in on goal. The number 6, Laltakima. A great phase of play from Electric Veng. Got to do a lot more from that sort of a distance, and almost a chance of falling in favor of Dzawo. Ladakh and its fledgling love for football, India's newest football association, has made strides in the arena of futsal as well. Ladakh's inaugural club championship was won by Dzawo FC, who takes the honor of representing the Union Territory at the Futsal Club Championship in New Delhi. Ladakh, of course, one of India's newest Union Territories. This is how Electric Ven getting into the mood and taking the lead for the very first time in this game. Sankima heading them in front for the very first time. He's got eyes for goal, and he's shown why Lalimpuya prefers playing him in the starting lineup. Suddenly they cut loose in front of goal. And now a chance for them to trigger a counter. Just slowing down the tempo. A certain measurement in their gameplay. Went for that lob. Straight away from the back. Ruatsang. This is a sharing Angchuk being troubled by maroon shirt. A defender getting in the way. And nicely cut out by Stanzin. Here's Wang Dan on the far right for shedding Angchok. Namgyal joining in onto shedding, trying to make his way through shedding. Excellent defensive display from Sangha, the scorer of that equalizer, and now shrugging off the challenge. That's a fine finish from Lalimpuya. And Electric Veng, it takes a 3-1 lead here. Doing it with ease, shrugging off the challenge from Angchok and putting it past the goalkeeper, Sewang Norbu. It's 3-1 now in favor of Electric Veng. Wang Dan onto his skipper. Again losing out very cheaply in the final third. And that is where this Mizo brigade can quickly capitalize and score a lot of goals. They are defending from the front, forcing the Dzawo FC defense to commit a mistake. The likes of Stanzin Utsal and Namgyal got to split wide to allow more space in the middle for the players to operate in. At the same time, tuck in and narrow down the playing channel to deny any kind of shooting chance to Electric Veng. That hasn't happened yet. One more chance then for Electric Veng. Another good save from Norbu. Sankima this time from a tight angle. And a snapshot taken immediately by Sangha. On 23rd December 2022, the Ladakh football team created history at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in New Delhi, playing out a 2-all draw against Uttarakhand in their first ever match at Santosh Trophy. That's a card. A Dzawo player goes to the book. It stands in Otsal. Just a reminder to our viewers regarding the rules of committing fouls in futsal. Once you commit more than 5 fouls in a half, for every subsequent foul, there's going to be a direct shot at goal from the second penalty mark, which is 10 meters away from goal. He had that covered. Norbu managing to get a touch off the keeper and wins a corner, taken shortly. He will look to turn, laid back for the number 16, Lalrindika. Sankima stitching few passes from behind as Electric Veng looking to pour forward via this man now down the left. Lalro Sanga. Electric Veng. Futsal club became the champions of Kurizi. We'll come back to that. It's 4-1 for Electric Veng. It is their number 15 this time. Lalro Sanga on the score sheet. It seems like the floodgates have opened up. In complete disarray, the Dzawo FC defense. The Mizoram Football Association's Futsal League third season won by Electric Veng. They defeated the two times champions Chanmari Zotan Futsal Club 4-2 after extra time in the final, in front of a vocal crowd at Deng Thuama Indoor Stadium in Aizawl. The champions Chanmari dominated the early periods of the game and taking a lead on the 11th minute. Electric Veng equalized against run of play on the 22nd minute and added a quick goal within a minute to eventually take the lead by the end of the first session. Sangma with a delectable lob. There's players arriving. Now goes for glory. Samuel takes a touch of a blue shirt. A complete dominance from Electric Veng, completely scuffed. That attack from Zomu and Puya. And now kick in favor of Dzawo FC. They started the game in a brighter spot. That brightness seemed to have faded after the first 10 minutes of proceedings. Mizoram Football Association Futsal League has 16 teams, which competes divided into two groups of 8. After a round-robin league of each group, the bottom 4 clubs are relegated to the lower division, and the top 8 plays a knockout quarterfinals. And they've got a perfect system, a perfect setup in their domestic competition. They've got a proper structure in place. Mizoram, when it comes to both the football and the futsal, just playing the ball among themselves. Happy to just keep possession inside their half. No press applied by Dzawo. Decision making is so crucial. The reduced space develops creativity. A high number of transitions develops quick thinking. No walls and pass back rule. It makes retaining possession far more difficult. At the same time, you need some kind of intelligence to succeed in this game. A continuous rapid play develops awareness, positional sense and ability to read the game. Namgyal with an attempt far from goal, not on target. He's having a very safe game so far, Kunal Silo. Apart from that one situation where he was beaten by Shering Dorje. Conceding possession with erratic passing, Dzawo FC. The second game of the day, the runners-up from the last season, Mohammedan Sporting, will be in action against Bangalore Premier, a soccer school. That is a Group B fixture, followed by the clash between Capital Complex and Juggernauts of Ahmedabad. The first time a club from Arunachal Pradesh taking part in the National Futsal Championship. Minerva Academy will also be in action later in the day. 5 tasty fixtures are lined up. He's just urging for the switch. Lalrin Dika playing very safe, not opting for tougher options. And a quick interchange. Tried to squeeze it through Norbu. Samuel couldn't make it count. And now on his way here, changing gears. Samuel just got stuck under his feet. Battled for the ball. A free kick goes Dzawo FC's way. It's a misplaced pass. Can they make this chance count? Jonathan. Jonathan on to the number 3, Zomo and Puya. He's got options to his right, opting to play it behind. Apart from increasing the tempo of the game, keeping possession is very crucial in this game. Even though a player can't keep possession for more than 4 seconds. You've got to release the ball within stipulated 4 seconds. Otherwise, an indirect free kick is awarded to the opposition. Here they come once more. Electric Veng. A solid defending this time by Dzawo. Says their number 3, Jigmet Dorje. The technical ability, the low bounce, the ball helps to improve in passing and receiving. And 1v1 situations every time you receive the ball. More touches on the ball and opportunities to shoot. Goalkeeper specific, they are involved a lot more. We saw that in Delhi FC's game the other evening, and how Isaac, the flying keeper, initiated each and every move. Just stood near the halfway line and played with certain confidence. And now skipping past the challenge, there's the cutback. A chance to turn defense into attack in the blink of an eye. Shooting opportunity. A very tame right footer. He will want to forget that. Samuel. Number 17 now. Releasing it on the right hand side. A good block from Norbu. A decent save from the Dzawo FC goalkeeper. 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first session. Explosive start from Dzawo FC. And then that joy was short-lived Sangha scoring the equalizer, setting the tone for the day. From there onwards, Electric Veng went on to score 3 more. They've got a 3 goals cushion now, Electric Veng Futsal Club. A slightly slower intensity this game than what we saw yesterday. The transitional element ensures a far higher number of sprints per game, and the small spaces ensures 1v1 contact at all times. That is one temptations which the players got to resist. It's been a clean game so far, apart from one occasion where a Dzawo FC player was booked. Again wanting the return pass, falls for the number 3. Oh, brilliant footwork. Drags it across the face of goal. Took it in his stride, selling one dummy. Look at that. To Dzawo FC's number 2, stands in Wang Dan was the man. That could have been a stunning goal had that gone in. A chance for a quick water break. It means a lot to Dzawo FC players because now people don't just think of football as a sport but as a sport played by Ladakhis as well. This is how they equalized Electric Veng after going down early and then taking the lead via Sankima strike, and then the 1-1 from Lalimpuya, squeezing it through Norbu's legs, and a comfortable 4-1 lead. 5 goals in the first session with still about 4.5 odd minutes remaining. And Lalimpuya is the player cum coach of this team. He's played his part and now he's back in the technical region. In terms of giving advice to his players during the water break. And Tenzin Kungwa had a chance to talk to his players, got to keep them motivated. And now a kick in for Namgyal. He's sharing, dispossessed. Geographically, Ladakh is huge. It is the 7th largest union territory by area, but the 2nd lowest in terms of population, making it by far the least densely populated region of India. Spreading awareness about the game of futsal to every nook and cranny of Ladakh was never going to be easy. But now we are seeing that not just the younger generation, but the parents are also starting to take an interest. And after being granted affiliation by the All India Football Federation in February this year, February last year to be precise, Ladakh Football Association has already made notable progress within the next 4 months by participating in its first tournament at the national level, the Under-17 Women's National Championship held in Assam. Bengaluru FC from Group A will be playing their second game later in the day against Speed Force. Both the teams on 3 points. Bengaluru on top of Group A after the first round of play. And this is a pullback, wonderfully set up for the number 17 of Electric Veng, Samuel, just not managing to hit the target from a close range. A wasted opportunity for the number 17. The referee has awarded a free kick to Electric Veng. As I was talking about Bengaluru and Speed Force. Speed Force are second in goal difference in the points tally. And the team winning this game will occupy the third spot. And now an indirect free kick. And drilled low and hard into the bottom corner by the number 20 of Electric Veng, Sankima, with his double. And fifth goal for Electric Veng in the first session. They are in a commanding position in this game. No way forward from here on for Dzawo. They are lacking in experience. They are lacking in that thirst up front. And this is another chance. And this time, heroic save from Norbu. One more chance, quick interchange. This time, the skipper pushing it to the far left. Just couldn't keep it in play, Lalrin Zuala. Lalim Puya is back in the field of play. The coach come player of this Mizo side. Lalin Puya goes on his own and finds the back of the net once more. Him as well, doubling his scoring tally and half a dozen for Electric Veng. It's 6-1 in the first session. And almost an action replay of his first strike from a similar sort of an area. The third time the ball slipping between his legs. And Norbu needs to get down in time, close down his legs at the right moment. Lalim Puya and Sankima both on a brace. Sangha is the other goal scorer. Lalun Sangha as well. Scoring by coming off the bench. Lalim Puya, look at his trickery and skill. A last ditch challenge from Shedding Dorje. Who brings a corner for Electric Veng. There's so much pace on that cross for Jojo. Now action at the other end, a golden chance for Dzawo to reduce the margin. Just blazed over the top. There's the goal, a clearance. Headed out to safety by Shering Angchok. Hero Futsal Club Championship in its second edition in India. As All India Football Federation aims to form a national team by scouting players from the tournament and then participating in the Asian Championship. Lalim Puya has got the on-rushing number 10 ahead of him. They tried to slip in him. Intercepted by white and navy blue shirts. This is Dorji. Dorji and the number 4 squaring it. Angchok and not finding his teammate on the end of that delivery. Just about 45 seconds or so remaining. A remarkable response by this relentless Electric Veng side. They've already gotten plenty between them and Dzawo FC in the first session. A quick link-up play here, leaving it for the number 9. And almost completing his hat-trick, and would have become the third player to score a hat-trick in this tournament. That wait is prolonged for Lalimpuya. Cut out by Dzawo FC players. It's going to be the last move of this session. It seems like the referee has blown the whistle for half-time. A well-controlled start to this game by Electric Veng. They went down early by a dodgy strike, but Sangma was the player who brought them back. Followed by a brace from Sankima and Lalimpuya. And Lalor Sanga as well with a goal apiece. So at half-time, it's Dzawo FC, Ladakh 1, Electric Veng Futsal Club 6. These are the first half highlights. This is how things started. And that strike might have heated up, woke up this Electric Veng side. From then onwards, it was a one-way traffic, this game. Goals from Lalimpuya, Sankima, Sanga, and Lalro Sanga. And Electric Veng at the end of the first session. They are in driver's seat. So we will come back with the second half after the short break. And welcome back. You are watching Dzawo FC versus Electric Veng live from the KD Jadhav Indoor Stadium. Electric Veng is leading by 6-1 up until half time. And off we go with the second session of play. It's Lalim Puya has been an absolute treat to watch down the left. And Sankima as well controlling the midfield for Electric Veng. As for Dzawo, a couple of shots on goal from Shedding Dorji and managed to convert one of them. But their best chance failed to Angchuk via Shedding's low cross. It was him who tried to start it all of time and again. Well, the passes and the tricks finally started to find their intended target. When that happens, chances starts opening up. That is exactly what Electric Veng did. Saw them pass the ball around their defense, just kept their nerve, kept their shape, didn't react. Waited for their moment, and one positive move going forward brought back that confidence which was lacking in the opening a couple of minutes. Electric Veng during the Mizo Futsal Championship have seen so many second halves, made them memorable for their fans, because that is where you learn the trade. It is the second session where they usually capitulate, and hopefully this time Lalim Puya will hope that they can keep their heads in it. First move of the second session, Lalim Puya is involved. Interested for it was Ruat Sangha. Is Sankima. Plays it behind to Kunal Silo. India's newest football station, making a mark in this version of the sport as well. However, there's still a lot of groundwork to be done in order to put a proper structure in place. The lack of football tournaments in Ladakh meant that open trials were the only way to pick players for Santosh Trophy squad. They conducted separate trials in the two districts of Ladakh. That is the same way they scouted players for this futsal championship as well. In Leh and Kargil. This is the first strike of the second session from Electric Veng. And it's Lalim Puya who completes his hat-trick. And he becomes the third player to score a hat-trick. In fact, the goal was scored by Sangha, not Lalim Puya, pardon me. 3 players on 2 goals. And here they come once more. Lalim Puya! Through that narrow angle, he managed to squeeze it in. Let's see whether the goal stands or not. That goal won't count. It was cancelled out. And a nice lob. Couldn't prevent it from going in. Dzawo seems like have pulled one back here via their number 10 Shedding Dorji, who scores a brace. And it's 7-2. This is exactly how the first session started, with a couple of quick goals from both the teams. Almost a similar sort of scenario in the second session as well. He will be unhappy. Lalim Puya, his goal was cancelled out. His celebration for a hat-trick was cut short by the referee. But Sangha just making up for the number 9. That was the goal scored by Sangha. The ball just got stuck on top of the net. And Sharing Dorji pulling one back and reducing the margin for Dzawo FC. Ladakh and Mizoram, the two Highlanders, locking horns against each other for the very first time in this competition. And the acquaintance and the setting very unfamiliar for both the sides. Delhi FC scoring in double digits. Last evening it was a 11-5 victory over Bengaluru. They will want to forget that and start afresh when they take on Speed Force in the last game of the day. That is a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. 5 games lined up. And after this, Mohammedan Sporting, the Black Panthers, will be in action against Bangalore Premier Soccer School. That is a 12 p.m. kickoff. And all the live action on the Fan Code app and the YouTube channel of the Indian football team. He's been kept busy. The Dzawo FC keeper, Sewang Norbu. Kima. Upfield. Can't find his man. Taken away by Sharing. Lines that one up. A deflection from Lalta Kima. That's the Electric Veng bench. No expression in there. They know it is just the beginning. They'll have to play against some big teams in the competition. Minerva Academy is going to be a difficult team as well, apart from Delhi FC. Speed Force Football Club have also shown that they have come here to make a mark, to impress the fans with their enterprising game. Just kept it simple last evening. Launched quick counters and intricate passing in and around the final third. Meanwhile, passing is a lot more incisive from Electric Veng. There's the shooting chance. They quickly close down. Almost hugging the touchline on the far left. This time the 1-2 didn't work out. Almost break free for a white and navy blue shirt. And all these proud Ladakhis are highly motivated to play in a prestigious tournament like this. The younger ones are not under any pressure. They're eager to participate, to grow and learn what actual professional football is all about. The entire team is enjoying every single minute of each game. And as a coach, Tenzin Kunga just want them to learn at the same time, enjoy the game. While a groundbreaking year for Ladakh football draws to an end, plans for the future are already in place. Their participation in the Santosh Trophy was also a shot in the arm. They want to progress game by game, tournament by tournament, and climb the Indian football ladder from the bottom to the top, which guarantees in the next 3 years we'll see a lot of Ladakhis on the Indian football map. That is the mission and the ambition. Lalimpuya creating space for the shot. Can't get it away. Lalimpuya straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, Norbu. This is Sanga. He's allowed to turn, he's allowed to run, he's allowed to shoot as well. And he's been kept at bay by Sewang Norbu for the second time in quick succession. Pressure building up on the Dzawo FC defense. It is Electric Veng. You can see a flying keeper. He's now currently out of his mark. Kunal Silo. Playing in an advanced role. Oh, one back by Lalimpuya. Golden chance to complete his hat-trick. And needed a much better touch than that. The number 9. Now he gets it back. He sets it up for the number 20. They're trying to sort his feet out. Ikima. Closely marked by Jigmed Dorje. And Jigmed Dorje just bowing down to that shot, allowing the goalkeeper to have a clear vision. That will be deemed as a foul. Lalimpuya. Oh, wonderfully done by Electric Veng. So easy on the eye. Made it look so simple. A great combination play by the men in maroon. Oh, look at that, how he drew the keeper out of his mark, Lalimpuya. And that guy and guiding it behind for the number 20, Sankima. And he in fact becomes the third player to score a hat-trick this season in the Hero Futsal Club Championship. A selfless play by the coach come player, Lalimpuya. And it's 8-2. There's still a lot of time left. The match time really comprises of 20 minutes halves, with the timekeeper stopping the clock whenever the whistle blows. Supposingly, if a game is drawn, 2 5 minutes period of extra time ensue, followed by a penalty shootout. Should the score remains level, and coaches can call a 60-second timeout during each half, but there are no time out in extra time. And 3 officials oversee the action. 1 on either touchline, and 1 to liaise with the timekeeper to control fouls and timeouts. The officials communicate the calls using various choreographed signals. Ladakh. Good spell of possession for Ladakh. And a save by Kunal Silo. It was Dzawo FC, the team from Ladakh. A promising build-up from a long way out, just working the goalkeeper. As I've mentioned before, on this Electric Veng side, they have a proper structure in place at the domestic level. The players look much more agile and used to playing the sport. If you have been watching videos featuring Electric Veng, a futsal club, you'll see this game is nothing new to them. A fine finish, and look at that celebration. The goals just keep coming. Lalrin Dika this time with the finish. Waited, just created that gap and then dispatching it. Lalimpuya just slowly stepping up, and then this is where they increase the pace of the game. A good save, one more chance for the number 7. Looks behind, and now to the goalkeeper, Kunal Sailo. Lalimpuya away from his first marker, and then goes with the outside of his foot. Back to Lalimpuya. 3 white shirts in front of him. Now an empty net for Dzawo FC. A chance for them to capitalize, and almost a goal for them, which they missed. And sharing Doji and not managing to tap it in. I could have had his first hat-trick as well in a national level competition, the youngster. Heads it out for a kick-in. A chance for Dzawo. Hits the side netting. Had to stretch. Shedding Angchok. Of September last year, they did witness the first ever coaching course in Ladakh, the AIFFE certificate conducted by the LFA and sponsored under the FIFA LOC Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022, a coach education scholarship program. The trials were assisted by the former Indian women's team coach Sajid Dar, who were met with a great response with over 200 aspirants attending. And ultimately the field was narrowed down to the final 22, each of whom has won the Ladakh t-shirt with pure passion, according to Mr. Bedi. I can't get a touch in. Almost tricking past his way, Jojo. And looking for options. Got to pick out the run of the number 15. Didn't opt to choose him, and that was never going in from the number 2. Stands in Wangdan. Lal Rosanga on to Lalrin Dika. There was a push involved. And a free kick awarded to Electric Veng. Just outside the penalty arc. Lalimpuya now has a chance to complete his hat-trick. He's been waiting for this for a long time. Lalimpuya with 2 goals and an assist. Lalim Poya straight at the keeper. Norbu. Lalridika. Lalim Poya. Oh, once again he's been denied by Norbu. The post as well getting in the way. The way they receive the ball, those Electric Veng players. Just draws the player towards them and then opens up the body to eliminate the marker. They've got the right technique, which is why they're good with their feet. Keeping the midfield very narrow. The likes of Sankima, Jojo and Lalro Sanga. And the play restarts. Jigmet winning the header. And now free kick for Dzawo. Sharing Dorje with a direct attempt. Nothing comes off it. A quick interplay. Just jinxing past his marker and drawing a foul. Rosanga. Electric Veng, they certainly know they are in a commanding position. It is their game to lose from here on. Timeout taken by both the managers, Lalim Puya and Tenzin Kunga of Dzawo 11. This is the second session goals. The first one, in fact, scored by Dzawo FC, and this was the equalizer from Sanga, scooping it into the back of the net gently. A bit of advice from Tenzin. They have come here to enjoy and get the experience of playing at this tournament, at this level especially. All these learnings of this tournament will turn up into big takeaways in the future. Ambitious try from Lalridika. The team winning this game will be occupying probably the second spot. That is what Electric Veng will have in the back of their mind. If they can win this game by a handsome margin, they can replace Speed Star in that second spot. If it ends like this, Electric Veng eventually will go into the second spot, which means Speed Force will have a must-win game against Bengaluru FC and Bengaluru as well to keep their hopes alive for the knockouts. They'll have to a win at any cost. The Jigmet gets the shot away. Stopped by a maroon shirt. And just about 5.5 odd minutes or so in the second session. He's toying with the Dzawo FC defense. It seems like they are playing a practice game. Such is the command this Electric Veng side has over the sport. Freddy meanwhile has come on. A reverse ball. This is Freddy, still on for Freddy. Saved by Norbu. The play called back by the referee. Playing the ball out of the danger zone. Just slips while taking it. This is Lalimpuya. Had a wonderful outing in the opening game for his side. He scored a couple of goals and also providing one. This was a clever back heel. It didn't come off. This is the new man in for Dzawo, the youngster. Remru Atkima is also on for Electric Veng, the young goalkeeper, replacing Kunal Silo. And all the players in the squad are getting a chance. The head coach Lalimpuya keeping them match fit and giving them some game time. This is a golden chance for Jigmet. Has it found the net? No, it hasn't. Second time he's gotten closer to score. Jigmet Dorje. Both the times he's been deprived. Hustled off the ball by that quick challenge from behind. Third game of the day at 2:30 p.m. Will be between a Capital Complex and the Juggernaut FC of Ahmedabad. Capital Complex of Arunachal Pradesh, they have won the state futsal championship. Apart from the I-League and ISL sides, the state champions are featuring in the Futsal Club Championship. 14 teams this season divided into two groups, and the top two from each group qualifies for the semi-final spot. With the games coming thick and fast, it means no time for damage control. Minerva Academy will be playing the fourth game of the day up against Fuemi Football Club of Nagaland. And we end the day with Bengaluru FC against the Speed Force Football Club. A chance for a quick turnover. Electric Veng, the number 3, has a clear sight. It comes back to him. Keeps the ball in play. A player takes a tumble. Now he's back to his feet. And not just that, he has found the back of the net as well. Dillian. It takes the score line to double digits. And look at that finish. Sloppy on this occasion from Norbu. And it's 10-2 in favor of Electric Veng. What a start for the Mizo champions. The rise of Mizoram in the top flight of Indian football has been a fairy tale, a story. It all started with that Santosh Trophy victory back in 2015, followed by the Hero I-League win of Aizawl FC in 2016. It is at present a factory, a hub in terms of producing the talents. You'll see Mizo players all across the country, featuring in each and every club, be it in the I-League or the ISL. Even at this level, a lot of players from the Mizoram were part of the Delhi FC team last evening. We saw that. And 90% of the players were from Mizoram. Electric Veng could give a tough fight to the likes of Delhi FC and Minerva. Capital Complex will be a team to keep an eye on. They were unbeaten during the Arunachal Futsal Championship. Unbeaten champions. They won the title without conceding a single goal. That resolute defense will be under the test. Will time and again get under the skin when they take on quality oppositions here at the Hero Futsal Club Championship. Oh, a chip try. A nice backtracking from the young goalkeeper, Remru Atkima. Managing to get his fingertips onto it. The defender makes the interception. Less than a minute remaining on the clock. Zigmet, third time he's unlucky. And fourth time indeed. Dzawo FC not managing to hit the back of the net and get their third goal. A flag has stayed. And now this time it did look like a foul on one of a white shirt, but the referee waves play on. There was a trailing foot. Lalimpuya using his bulk, just powering past his man. The referee says it's a kick in favor of Dzawo FC. And they got to welcome the positives out of this fixture and work on their loopholes. Can he complete his hat-trick? Zigmet! He could have had his hat-trick, given the kind of chances he's wasted. All from that right channel. About 9 seconds remaining. It is Electric Veng who are steering at the second spot after the end of round 1. And that's the full-time whistle. A convincing victory for Electric Veng Futsal Club. A 10-2. What a start. A dream start indeed. And this man, Lalimpuya, was the star of the show. A hat-trick as well from Sankima, their number 20. A brace from Sangma and a goal apiece from Lalro Sanga, Dillian and Lalrindika. And despite taking the lead, Dzawo Football Club couldn't hold on to it. And in the end, goes down 10-2 against the Mizo champions. With this victory, Electric Veng Futsal Club will occupy the second spot in Group A, which means Speed Force will be third now. They have a chance to regain their spot if they manages to beat Bengaluru. And the next game coming up is going to be between the runners-up of last season, Mohammedan Sporting, and BPSS FC will join you shortly. And the game is slated for 12 p.m. kickoff. That's the full-time scoreline is Dzawo FC 2, Electric Veng FC 10. We'll try and show you the match highlights. This is how they opened the scoring via Dorje. It looked like a different side till then. And this goal from Sangma, bringing back that momentum in Electric Veng's favour. Lalim Puya and Sangha, his strike partner, combining up top to torment and tease the Dzawo FC defence. Lalim Puya scoring his second in the first session. And they started the second session via this goal from Sangha. And then the defensive error led to that goal scored by Shering Dorji, his second. And his team's second as well of this game. And the final nail in the coffin from Sangha. He ends with 2 goals under his belt in the opening game. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll come back shortly with the second game of the day, where Mohammedan Sporting will take on BPSS FC.